Hello viewers, welcome to Live Clinic with Samson Makinwa. Listen and be blessed. Good day. I want to thank you for always being there for me. Your words are a serious encouragement to me in this broadcast. And I want to thank every one of you that has been contacting me one way or the other. Your comment is wow. It's really gracing my elbow. For you that are watching me for the first time, please, I want you to know that you can always get to my social media. The accounts are right now on the screen. You can get there to check some of the episodes we have got. This is episode 7 that we are going to use to end this series, I believe that. And I just want you to get there so that you can see episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you will really seriously enjoying it. Those of us that has been here, we know that we are working on complex problem solving. And then I've spoken about that before. We pick up what we call discipline 8, which we have picked discipline 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to talk today on discipline 6, and discipline 6, 7, and 8. And that is what we will use to end it. Here, discipline 6, we are looking at, we normally call it D6. I told you the origin when we started this discipline, and I told you how it has helped a lot of organization and also helped society and helped even individual in the past. Yours is not an exception. If you have any challenge and you carefully implement all that we put together, you will see that it will help you. Like I said, we are on implement a permanent solution. We've talked about getting the solution. Having the solution to the service is not as the same thing as implementing it. So you're going to do something to implement. After your team must have put the real solution together and they arrive at consensus to say this is the solution and try and test it, just as we said in our last episode. All you need to do now is to fix that solution that your team has conscientiously arrived at. Then monitor the solution seriously and ensure that you monitor it after some time. You know that you fix it now, then you leave and said it has been fixed. You have to take some time to monitor it. If it took your team sometimes to put it together, to arrive at a solution, must also take an adequate time they must use it to check it and ensure that it's working. Let me say this. This happened to almost every one of us. You suddenly realize that a light spark, whether spark or not, but one of the bulb of your electricity or electrical appliance at home is not working. You call your electrician, and your electrician gets to the place and then did one or two things, just like a magic, and the thing began to work again and walk away. Tomorrow, you find out that what worked while he came and worked throughout the day was no more working again. What has happened is that you didn't try it while he was there or ask him to explain to you why it is not working. Do you know that a wire can lose? And when you get to the place, a wire can lose from the connection. And when you go to the place, you can fix the wire. Fix the wire properly is different from just hanging the wire and electricity can. There may be a screw that has unscrewed that he did not screw totally back. There may be a screw that has already worn out. The thread has worn out. You need to buy another thread and fix it. This is why we must, when we now take time, when your team took a lot of time to put solution together, they must check it properly and ensure that it is working and working properly. I go to discipline 7. Discipline 7 says that create a preventive measure. Now you have got your solution, you have fixed it, like I said the other time, it could occur. So you need to do a preventive measure. This time around, it will enable you to have permanent problem solving in that direction that you have solved. Then it will give it permanent. There must be problem solving. there must be a preventive that will not enable it to occur again. Now, let's say organization, it could be changing staffs that you put together. You really need to check and ensure that changing staff is not going to cause anything to occur. It could be your market that changed, and so many things change market, so many things fluctuate market. So if you have put a solution together that you have tried, you must sure that those things will not make it occur. That could be changing environment. Like a lot of organizations were seriously affected during the last pandemic, that the situation in our environment changed. But those of them who are rugged, who probably has passed some problem before and has been able to fix some solution, they know exactly what and what to do. All this leads to reoccurring. You must forecast. After you have got experience, you put team together, you must forecast what will happen in future and create a preventive measure. So it is very, very important. Because of our time, I go to the last one at this, in this series, and that is celebrate your team. You need to celebrate your team. Okay, you know where they are coming from. You know how we have picked them one after the other. They have probably traveled before they could put some solution together. It probably has caused them sleepless night. It probably has caused them disagreement. It probably has caused them a lot of things to harmonize your solution and now put a solution together, and it is working. They shouldn't walk away. You will need to really celebrate their success and ensure that they are happy and allow the individual contribution, not relegating anybody. Allow the individual contribution. Every one of them will have contributed one thing or the other. Talk about it clearly and let them know that you really appreciate them. Thank them very, very well. And you can even use party to communicate your appreciation. And that, oh, I appreciate them. Throw a party, and at the same time, give them award. And this is a way to really encourage them. And when you call them for such a thing, they will come up again. Don't forget that some of them, they have left what they are doing or took time off from what they are doing. Like I said, we say people in your profession and many other experienced people. These are not people you just throw away without celebrating them. Let me end with this at this juncture. Let me end with it, and I like you listening to it very well. Life is a work in progress, generally. So please don't say because you have fixed that something will not occur. You see, as you are tackling problem, is kicking you forward in success, is leaping you forward in success. Be waiting for it. That's why you must keep that team in case you will need them or some of them tomorrow. Life is working in progress. We keep learning every day. Organization keep learning every day. We keep getting better every day. People that you laugh at yesterday, musicians that were not doing well, they will start today. So many people that started anyhow in an organization today, they were millionaires and billionaires. Pastors, doctors, and so on, they were not too good yesterday because they've been able to tackle some problems and challenges and tackle it very well and seek the assistance of people. They are good. I repeat it, life is working in progress. And that is why God doesn't give up on us. God keep waiting. God keep working on us. Organization, you should not give up on your organization until you are sure that it can go beyond that. I want to say thank you for listening to me. This series, I'm sure you have enjoyed it, and then you have learned a lot of things. Keep them in our social media. You can always get them to apply it to any problem that you may have. We are starting another series, God willing, next week, and just share our link with your friends, particularly those of them that may have one problem or the other. Share it with your family, and then let people know about this. As simple as it is, people will thank you that you have done very much. I am eager to see you once again in this our page next week. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you. Bye for now.